Hello, and welcome to my Passion and Persistence podcast and blog site. You're looking at this moment at my homepage, where I have written an article that focuses on the reasoning behind why I chose this topic. The topic is based on small businesses in my town of Cobourg who are struggling to stay open and looking for inspiration for how they're doing it. On this page, you'll see calls to action for subscribing to my blog. I have embedded a link for individuals to go directly to my podcast site, which is housed on Podbean. I also have a follow me on Twitter call to action. Among my menu at the top, I have the actual podcasts housed here, podcast/blog, and the podcasts are in order of most recent. That was my most recent one to my very first one. Within each of the show notes, I have embedded links to the individual's businesses, to any references that they mention within the recording. And I also invite people to go to my Cobourg in the News page for more information and to follow my podcast series. Below my podcast links is a brief blog about the live events assignment that we had, and I chose a women's entrepreneurship conference called Strike Up. It was obviously held virtually, but it was also held locally at my local Community Futures and Development site in Cobourg. I decided to create a Cobourg in the News page because there was just so much news going around, both provincially and in small towns such as Cobourg. I felt that a lot of this individuals living in small towns could relate. So the very first is the most recent piece, in which I've embedded a video. The video was shot last weekend while protesters were protesting wearing masks and lockdowns outside our town hall, which is also known as Victoria Hall. So you can go to that video, which has been used as evidence now. In the particular cases, 7 individuals were charged. This is a local restaurateur who's figuring out a way of staying open by keeping his doors open for alcohol pickup. There's our chief of police. It's a real cross-section. I have Arlene Dickinson there. I've been following her on Twitter, and she's been posting some very inspiring things and calling the government to task for small businesses suffering right now. So that is my Cobourg in the News page. You'll see my About page here, which is pretty much what it says. It's about me. Again, I have calls to action here on the right. They're on every page along with my Twitter feeds. Is my contact information. Individuals can send me a message or get in touch. They can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or WordPress. And there's my disclaimer right there, again with calls to action. So I hope you enjoy my site. I've really enjoyed this project, and I look forward to your feedback.